Hi, YouTube. It's been a minute. You might be asking, where has Jake been? What has Jake been up to? Is Jake alive? Is he dead? Has he lost all his money? Honestly, these are all very valid questions. I've been MIA. I've been rogue. I've been around the country. I've been around the world, honestly. I've been from here in New York City to California to see my grandma, then Hawaii to meet people, to LA, to San Jose, hosting events, then back to New York. Then I went to London. After London, I came back to New York, and now I'm home. And it finally feels like I'm home. I haven't been home. My dog's already wiling out. Another update in my life, I got a dog. The dog I've been fostering. So this is Trixie. She is 12 years old, very blind, pretty deaf as well, but like the cutest ever. So Trixie is now part of the family. Trixie is a pretty good trader, but she's still working on her craft. We don't talk about it. She had a rough week. Speaking of rough week, I have had a rough month. While I was doing all the things I told you about, which were very fun. I hosted an event in Hawaii, and I was in Hawaii. That was fantastic. I hosted an event in LA. That was crazy, truly. Hosted an event in San Jose. Awesome. My parents came. That was great. Then London was honestly my favorite city that I visited. London is absolutely incredible. It was so much fun. Hosted another event there. Also incredible. This whole month been incredible, except my trading. I've been on, it's been not fun is a good way to phrase it. Coming into this week, where I finally, on Wednesday and Thursday, felt like I was at home in New York, trading at my desk again, well-rested, not dying of jet lag. Coming into that, down about $55,000 over the last month, which is not fun. Now, let me be clear, $55,000 of profit. For the year, I was close to 300. This brought me a little bit closer to 250, 300 to 250. See that? That's math. Now, fortunately, the only fortunate throughout this chaos of losing, from a trading perspective, of course, has been Take Profit Trader. I made like 10 grand over the last month from them and pulled it out. Honestly, probably closer to like 20, 10, call it 10. Still, with the 55 loss and then 10 loss, that's 10 gain. That's 45. Down 45 coming into this week. Then on Thursday, I got super excited. I was like, I'm back. I'm going to record my trade. I'm going to post it to YouTube. I'm excited. Let's go. Boom. Held a position through a news event, made that decision, chose to do that. So that was not fun. That was 5 grand down the drain. Again, not fun, bringing me back down to minus $55,000 over the course of a month. I think that's the math. Whatever. Not fun. It wasn't a super fun ride, but I like to tell people trading is a part of losing. Trading is a part of losing, right? I can't try to make 300, 400, 500 on the year, which I was tracking to make 500 on the year. That was where I was at last year. I was trying to just mimic that while taking lower risk, get to about 500 on the year. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get there now. We'll need to reassess, but it's not been fun. It's not been fun. However, am I surprised that I'm going through a tough stretch of trading? No. I've been traveling a lot, trading in completely different time zones. Hawaii was 2 weeks at 2:45 a.m. is when I was waking up. Does it shock me that I didn't trade super well during that time stretch? No. Right? Does it shock me that I did not trade super well on the 2 or 3 days that I was back in New York between California and London? No, that does not shock me at all. If you all told me you were struggling during a stretch where you were doing a bunch of stuff, I'd be like, yeah, that makes total sense. You're doing so much. It makes sense that you're struggling. I was trying to do a lot. And now that I'm back, it feels really good to be back, except losing the 5 grand yesterday. That was not fun. I was even up like 4 before, and it just, I was trying to make like 15, so I can't be mad about it. But yeah. So it's been a fun year. I was up almost 300. Then I lost the 50, as we discussed, closer to 250. Then yesterday happened, lost another 5, also not fun. But then today happened. And today, for the first time, was fun. Today, Normally on Fridays, I risk about $5,000. I guess this is one other thing I should mention about my losing streak. It was all pretty small losses. That's the cool thing about what happened, which none of this is cool, but it is honest. And I didn't take any big losing days. It wasn't like, oh, I lost like 30 or 40 in a day, which I've lost that and more before in a day. It was just a series of small losses. It was like a jab, 2,000 here, 3,000 there, 4,000 here, 5,000 there. Just small losses adding up, which almost on some level, I would argue is worse than just taking one big loss and being done with it. But we'll put that to the side for now. I was taking small loss. I decided to keep my risk relatively the same. Normally on Fridays on 0 DTE trades, if I really like the risk, I will risk about $5,000. However, historically, my best months of the year are September, October, and November. So I'm trying to start sizing back up, knowing that my big months are coming. So today I decided to put my risk at about $7,500. The worst case, I would have lost $10,000, but I really don't think that would have happened. I think that had the trade gone wrong, I would have lost 75% of the initial options value, which would have been about $7,500. Was prepared to lose the 10, but I risked about $7,500 and I recorded the trade. So I just want to show you what all happened today. Did I make back the entire 50 that I was down the last month? No. But I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to trade well. And today I traded very well. Went very well. So I'm excited. You're going to get to see the whole trade from A to Z. And more importantly than that, the most important thing that I want to talk about in this video you're going to get to see everything, all details, the whole trade. I'm hosting an event in New York on August 23rd. That's like 5, 6, 7 days from now. I don't know when you're watching this, but it's very soon. It is a completely free event. I have guest traders coming in. I have my entire team coming in. I've rented a venue. I've got the best food. I'm giving a special prize to every single person that walks through that door. It's not, oh, I hope I win a giveaway. So if you can make it to Williamsburg, New York next Saturday, August 23rd, you should do that. I don't care what you got to do. You should make it there. Okay. With that being said, I think it's time that I stop talking that talk and I start walking that walk. And I will show you the trade I took today on CRM to make about $35,000. Not fully back, but on my second real day back in the office, it feels good. All right, good morning, friends. Today is August 15th, 2025. It's been a little bit of a rough patch trading for me. Looking for one options trade, not sure what that trade will be yet, but I'm going to be patient and let the market come to me. And then futures, I'm here, I'm ready. You can see my screen. I am ready to have a good trading day. Not focused on making a ton of money today, but if I can just get good trades, I will be very happy. So about to head into the live stream with the Discord. We'll check in with you as the day goes on. Let's stay safe. Let's crush it. Woo! All right. You can hear me. And it sounds okay? All right. Good morning, guys. Trying to make sure I can set my hearing to make sure I can set my hearing. My AirPods. Oh, it's on my AirPods. All right. Cool. All right. Good morning, everybody. Let's see what we can get today, my friends. I'm intrigued. I'm hoping for some opportunity. Just don't know what it's going to be yet. That's the real question. What are we full porting? That's the real question. What are we full porting? No, I'm just kidding. We're going to be responsible adults today. We're not going to full port. We're going to be responsible adults. Okay? And maybe full port like 20 minutes into the day, but not right out of the gate. Okay, NQ getting some love pre-market here. I'm keeping an eye on Tesla. I'm keeping an eye on Meta. I'm keeping an eye on across the board. I'm not set on an upside day yet, though. So, like, I think that's something that we need to keep in perspective. I would prefer that, but I'm definitely not married to that objective. Agree. Nvidia's on watch as well. Ding, ding, motherfucking ding, bitch. CRM is also one that I'm kind of surprisingly watching. Just because I like CRM, I like the daily gap. But I'm like, do I want to trade a spready name like that? Oh, we didn't even open over the red bar, so maybe not. But we did, that's the very upper end of it. Nvidia pulling back into a lower level that I am interested in, but so far not sure if it's offering an opportunity. I am going to watch Nvidia off this lower level though. I'm also watching CRM. Tesla's been showing strength this morning. The CRM 237.5s, I kind of like the math on these. When I say the math, I think that they're pretty fucking cheap. If we can get them at like 60 cents. I took some of those CRM at 0.5s. They're spiking now. I think it's okay at 0.65, just size. So yeah, I think CRM is going to be the main focus for me right now. I am putting on some risk. We have a gap over red, not over, but gap towards upper end of the red bar here. Already getting back over the opening print. This has some potential here. We tapped the level. Fucking fast though. Oh my god, they're already up 68%. Good lord. Well, first target in here is 237s, but really, I mean, if this thing gets cooking over 237s, the target is legitimately 239s, which would be crazy. We have to hold above the opening print, or none of this means anything, which is 236. I can't believe I got those at 50 cents. That feels like I just got a great fill. We were tapping that damn level though, and that was the level from yesterday that we gapped above. So kind of interested in an NQ long, but I'm going to be very patient with that. I think CRM is where the risk is worth being put on right now. Oh wow. Oh, please go CRM. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I think we got an awesome fill. I think we got an insane fill on CRM, and we just got to be gracious with that. Not get greedy, but like, I think selling this position right now would just be a little bit of a mistake. We have to hold over this 237s. That's the previous day's open. That opens the door for us to keep trending higher. We could reject here though, so I'm not going to get married to this position because I don't want to give back a ton of open profits. 140%. My God. This is a level, but the 239.24s is right there. Trying not to get greedy. I'm feeling a little bit greedy. Trying to find the right balance between not being greedy, but also like, this is the bigger winner I've been looking for. I want to let this fucking rock. You know what I mean? That is genuinely insane. 200% now. Oh, keep popping, baby. All right, I think I'm going to take a quarter of the position off here. I just have to. From 0.5 to 1.6 is crazy. And that's instantly filled out. What did I even fill that at? 1.6. Oh my gosh. Now it's at, holy crap, now they're at 2. I'm taking another, I got to get out of half. I'm all out of half, I think. Oh my, instantly filled again. All right, I'm out of half. I got half left. This is fucking insane. Good Lord. I love Friday trading options. Look at this thing. We're going to that 239.24s. I'm mad at myself now for trimming partial positions earlier because that 239.24s is such a clear target. Oh my gosh. And there we go. Target. That's the target. I mean, I don't even want to sell the position here, but this is literally the target, and I would feel silly trying to hold this anymore. Good Lord. Oh my God. I'm down to my last 25% of the position. That's insane. That's fucking nuts. I'm done trading options if it's not Friday, is the message I'm picking up from this trade. Wow. Am shooketh. Am completely shooketh. I mean, this is just a really good looking chart. We had the level test of 234.95. Sorry, 234.97. That's the level from yesterday. We gapped above that today. We come down, we test, we give 2-minute buy. We get back over the opening print, and we make runs straight to the next level. I mean, you can't script a trade better than that, honestly. Let me rephrase, because it's not like, oh my God, we should have full ported. Of course, Friday 0 DTE, you got to be cautious. But the setup was there. The setup was absolutely there. My goodness. I think I got to go even close my runners here. I mean, I don't know where else this thing's fucking going on the day. We took out those previous highs. I'll leave like 10 of these contracts. But wow. I'm closing. I'm closing. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave a couple, but I don't give a fuck if it runs more without me. 2.85. Let's see if I get a fill on this limit. No fill yet. Let's see. I'll adjust the limit if I need to. I suspect it gets filled in just a second. Yeah, there we go. All right, so just filled. Filled out at 2.85. I've got 5 contracts left. Holy shit. 472% on that last trip. 472 fucking percent. What the fuck? This is insane. Who the fuck let me sell this position so early? Look at this thing. Holy shit. Jeebus. Meanwhile, the market's selling off. That's fascinating. It's literally moving like it had earnings. It didn't have earnings. I'm not seeing, did it? Did have the team went long, yeah. But it didn't even have earnings. I just saw that gap this morning. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I literally found CRM today by doing exactly what we talk about in the mastermind. I'm not trying to like pitch the go what no, but like this was the process of finding it today. Was literally just me going into the market maker move list, and I sorted by percent mark change. And CRM was up like the most on my list. And I was like, that's fucking weird. Why is CRM up more than anything? And then you build the trading plan. Like it all starts with that simple sort of look and logic of, okay, what is up the most this day? And then as the fucking market opened, I went on, I'm more on Discord voice today, but I pressed record on my little OBS thing. So fortunately I've recorded myself taking this trade. So I'll put this into WAP. But you can hear me describe in the morning. I'm like, I think the math risk is good here. I basically thought those CRM 237.5 calls were just so cheap. They were so cheap at 50 cents. I'm like, if we can run to that previous high at 239, it's like they're going to be worth so much more than the 50 cents they are right now. And that was truly part of the thought process along the level to level part. So, wow. All it takes is one, my friends. All it takes is one, and you are fucking back. I've never felt more back in my life. All right, let's fuck around with these NQ evals. I'm not going to do anything stupid, but I am going to look to try and pass these motherfuckers. I'm really grateful for you guys saying, oh, she got it. Tried to do the best I could to share it and provide my insight and stuff. All right, I'm going to stop the screen recording on my phone because woo! CRM's acting like she ain't done yet. Like this is just a small pullback. Man, that weekly bar is going green too. Oh well. No adding back. No adding back. I'm not risking the fucking money I just made. No, say no. No, we don't. NQ did just take out that data low from yesterday. Bro, CRM is a fucking tank. Look at this shit. Are you kidding me? 350 on the contracts. Man, in hindsight, there really wasn't much of a reason to get rid of this position, man. No, get the fuck out of here, Jake. No. Sometimes when you're in a down streak, it doesn't matter whether you could have done something better. It could have been more perfect. Be happy not sucking ass. That's what I have to remind myself right now. Because I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday didn't wipe out a ton of my losses from the last few weeks. It just didn't, quite frankly. That did. That absolutely did. No, I mean I haven't done the math on fully or not yet, but let's just be honest. That 500% tends to do that. Jeez, it's still going. 241. Oh my god. It's coming into the next level. 241, 29. Jesus. What are these last 5 contracts even at, bro? Oh my god. 630%. $646%. Jeez. Wait, Ron, I thought you were not talking by choice. Is it because I haven't added you or something? I thought the stage you were able to just like add yourself. What the fuck? We're in the stage because I wanted to hang with you today. That's why I did stage. What the shit? I don't see a raised hand. Bruh. I came into stages. I was like, let's do stages today because I don't know how to. Oh, now I see it. Hi, bro. Well, good, but I'm sorry. I typed Rick's plan this morning. Let's do stages today because I want to be able to hear Raunchy because we needed to figure out how to do that on. We just haven't figured that out yet. Fuck. No, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that you were typing and stuff in the chat, so I was like, "Oh, Ron's just not on voice today. No biggie." I know. I saw the LLY fucking madness, and I'm sorry that happened. That's fucking tough. So I figured that's why you may not be in voice today. But it turns out it was just my own fault for. Bro, at least we can sit together and I can now join you in FOMO because CRM is going 6 million miles past where I thought it would go. It's like, Jesus Christ. That's what I was saying. I was like, why are these only 50 cents? Like, that, yeah. I was like, I feel like this is an inefficiency. Like, I feel like this is not accurate pricing. Wow. Tatiana might have a video to edit today. Jesus, might have to clip this trade up. Fucking on there. Yeah, my God. Yep, Hassan, it was the mark change. The same, that's what I was saying earlier. Same exact thing, just on the watch list I've been using lately. I just clicked mark change and I saw CRM was up the most. And I was like, that's fucking weird. Why is CRM up more than anything else? But it's CRM. And I one of the things that I don't, I have a bad habit sometimes of trading these like spready names on a Friday, like CRM, Snow, like Lulu, which if you catch them like today is fucking amazing. But if you try to trade them on a day where they don't have volume, I've never seen like a slower death ever in my life. Like they're these spready names on low volume days are the worst things to trade ever. So pre-market, I was like, yeah, I like CRM, but only if something else, like only if it really looks best once we open. And then as soon as we open, I looked at the daily chart and I was like, oh my God, we're gapping towards the upper end of a red bar. We opened exactly where I'd want to. We're about to pull back into a level. I can buy these off the fucking level. Like it just set up everything I would have wanted once the market opened. Yeah. Textbook, man. Fucking A. Wow. Say again? Yeah, it's decently. I'm pretty happy that I didn't jam myself into an NQ long. I was thinking about it, and just I think that would have been just me dip buying just to dip buy. And I'm glad that I avoided that because I was really, I was like about to press it. I am so hyped, and I've just locked in everything yesterday. I had no idea how expensive food was going to be. That was a culture shock for me. But we're yeah. I mean, to be fair, his price is totally fair. I was talking to my mom about it, and my mom, because I told my mom the price he gave me, and she was like, "Honestly, that's pretty fucking good." Like I thought it was going to be more. I was like, "What?" Like I did not think that. Then I thought about it more, and dude, they, oh my god, they do, yeah. And he was like telling me he was giving me a deal. I was like, geez, okay. But we gotta have the best. I need everyone to be fucking full. Like there's nothing like we are. It is. To the women out there listening, please come, please come. However, my historical experience has told me that it's going to be largely 50%, 60% plus males who are drinking, who eat a fuck ton of food, and if people are drinking, we cannot have a lack of food there. People need to be well fed, especially if you're traveling in. Like you deserve some good fucking food. So I told the guy, I was like, we need volume protein. Like I want a fuck ton of steak skewers, chicken skewers, like pop off on this menu for us. And he's like, all right. And we agreed on a price. And then I was like, oh fuck. And so that's awesome. So fucking drop it all, make your way to New York. I can't fucking I can't fucking wait. It's gonna be amazing. I fucking love you guys. And you get to see all of the internal team. Like you get to see besides J Bab, which and Ali, but sadly they just can't make it. But you get to meet Ron, J Groove, Jordan, Connor, like the whole squad's gonna be there. So I'm fucking hyped. Yeah, this one I'd probably say leave the newborns at home. I don't know. That's the hard part. I've been thinking about the only thing about spouses and stuff is we don't really know the number of these events are incredibly fucking difficult to predict attendance numbers because you just put free on the meetup and everyone signs up, even though they realistically have no chance of coming. So it's hard to gauge attendance. The venue fits 300. There's 400 signed up. Based on my math of LA, San Jose, London, about 40% of the signups will come. So my guess is around 200 will come, which means if there is only 200 coming, yes, bring your spouse because those can be the extra 100 slots. We have no fucking clue if like the real 300 might actually come, you know? So, yeah. Oh, fuck. Damn, I'm sorry. But I will keep you, I'll push because I've had people ask that and I want to be clear because if we don't have, like, it would be perfect if we don't have the full max out to have spouses come because that would be the greatest way to fill up that food. Yeah. Fuck, Tim, I'm sorry, man. That's unfortunate timing. But I will be back in the Bay Area. If there's anywhere I know I will 1000% be back, it's the Bay Area because that's where my parents are. I guarantee I'll be back in the Bay Area very soon. Yeah. But this next Saturday, 8 days away, August 23rd in Williamsburg, completely free event. You're going to get amazing special prizes. Every single person, you're going to get food, you're going to get drink. It's going to be amazing. So I really hope to see every single one of you there if you can. I know it's not realistic for everybody, but if there's a will, there's a way. And this weekend was selected intentionally. That's the weekend before Labor Day. Flights are actually much cheaper than they typically are because most people aren't traveling because they're traveling on Labor Day the following week. Flights are cheaper. Hotels in the financial district are actually shockingly well priced. You can find stuff for like a couple $100 a night, which in New York is pretty unheard of. So this is a very intentional weekend. If there is an opportunity for you to take the leap and come, I think that everybody who attended one of the previous meetups would tell you to take the leap and come, right? Because it's just rare that you have an opportunity to shake hands with so many other people that do it. Words cannot tell you how many people. There's a reason why before every single event I've made one of those videos that's like, don't overthink it, just come. Because literally everyone has come up to me at the event and be like, if you didn't make that video, not everyone, but like 10 straight, legitimately 10 different people came up to me and said, if you didn't make that video, I would not have been here. Because I was like, what are we going to do? We're just going to chat, all this, blah, blah, blah. And then they came and they were blown away by the just being able to sit. Because it's like you go into a room and it's like every single person has something to, there's no awkward icebreakers. It's just like, oh, how long have you been trading? Is it going well for you? What have you? And then all of a sudden you start bonding with these people, and really instantly. So, yeah. All right, gang. Well, Ron, I'm fucking sorry about that. That's brutal. I love you all. Somehow we were able to get a fucking big winner today. It feels incredible after a losing streak when you are able to kind of get that big winner back. Here's the thing. This was more about reminding ourselves of its possibility than anything, right? So I'm really excited. Big W for the day. And like I said, more than anything, I feel incredibly confident coming back now, right? And I feel like we're back, So even if you didn't catch this and make as much as you wanted to, don't beat yourself up. I don't think that takes away from the fact that, like, it feels like we're back. So I love you all very, very much. It's a gorgeous day outside. I'm going to go tan like a motherfucker. I love you all. Ron, I love you. And I can't wait to see you all in 1 week's time. All right. Adios, gang. Peace. What's up? What's up, friends? Hi. Just checking in on my trade. It's like 1 p.m. I'm going to work out soon. I only had the 5 contracts originally. Those hit 1,000%, which is nuts. So I sold 3 down to 2. I have 2 contracts left, which are now up 1,200%. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, that is insane. So I have a gym appointment at 1:30 because I'm trying to get jacked. I've been tanning. I'm trying to be healthy for the first time in my life. Session's disconnected. Sorry. Good night. So I'm trying to be healthy for the first time in my life. And I've decided we're going to put this video on YouTube. And that was Tatiana texting me right now, who is the greatest of all time. We're going to put this on YouTube. So I'm excited. I'm going to hold this trade for now, though. I mean, I only have the 2 contracts left. But at this point, I'm thinking it's a trend day. And during a trend day, I might as well hold till the end of the day because we would probably close at the highs, right? So at that point, seriously, I mean, I only have 2 contracts left, but at this point, I want to see, can I hold it? Because I honestly have some FOMO that I did not hold more of this position for this move. We held the level perfectly. Like, we never really had a reason for me to exit. I don't know. I definitely should have sold partials, but not full. And I guess I'm beating myself up over that because I had the potential to make well over 100 grand today, just off of off of an 8K risk. And I made 33 or 35, which is 35, which is amazing. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing, but I mean, I wish I could have made more. Yeah, so because all I had to do was to hold more and to hold better. So always more to learn from. But anyways, I love you guys, and I'll check in with you at the end of the day. Yeah, this is nuts. It's doing this all while the ES is weak. Like, that's why it's cranking so far now and so hard in the upside now. This is why this breakout was so strong, is because the market is now not dying. So, like, now that the market's not dying, a lot of buying is going into CRM too. Wow, crazy, man. This is a nuts trade. I'll check in with you later. I think you can tell that because I'm sweaty and eating a protein bar. I still just have the 2 contracts. One second. Hold on. All right. I still just have the 2 contracts. They're up 970%. So, I mean, I don't know. These 2, again, they're not going to make or break nothing on this, but I do want to keep you updated. Because I do plan to hold this to the end of the day just because I want to see. And as long as Robinhood doesn't force me into shares executing, which they won't, they'll sell me out. I just want to see how high these contracts can get potentially on an end-of-day push. Still, 15-minute trend isn't great, but I think this is still kind of a flag in consolidative shape. So, curious to see. I got lunch on the way, and then also my student and friend Miles, who helped me host the Denver meetup last year, about a year ago from right now, actually September, at his apartment rooftop. We hosted the Denver meetup. It was truly incredible, like 20 mastermind students. It was really, really great. He's in town. He's in New York, so he's going to come over. We're going to smoke a joint. And that'll be great. And then I, at 4, am meeting with Tatiana to film this video, and I'm excited about that. So I'll check in with you as the day continues to go on. Yeah, I'm gonna hold the trade right now. It's fucking liar. I still can't believe, like, it's just not often that you get something with a gap over the level. I've just bought the level. I'm gonna be honest. Normally, I would wait until we trend back above the opening print. I bought once I saw this wick, so I bought probably like right there, and I'm fucking happy I did. Happy I did. Okay. God, CRM, what a move! Oh yeah, this could close at high a day, so we'll see if it shakes out or not. All right, see you later. This is a prison on planet bullshit. Robinhood sold me. I'm out. All right, I'll do a review of this in a second. I'm out. All right, welcome to part 5 of the end of the video. What a trade. Holy crap. Robinhood closed me out at $470 per contract on the end, which honestly is not ideal. These things hit like 6. It's only 2 contracts, only like a $400 difference. So I don't care. But what a trade. And I hope that throughout the course of the video, you understand exactly what I was looking at and kind of the risk in between it. But I wanted to do a brief little trade review, right? Because this really was a high quality setup. There's a reason I risked 1.5x what I normally do. I normally risk $5,000 on Friday 0-day trades. Risked about $7,500 today. There's a reason for that. This is a very, very high quality chart. And the gap in here is what stood out to me today. Now, I found this trade the same way I find all of my relative strength trades. And mainly these days, I'm trading options on Thursday and Friday when they're cheaper. The first thing I do, and I have been preaching this for a long time, is sort my watch list by percentage gain or loss. And CRM was the top one on the list today. It was the strongest name on the board, and that drew me to it for an individual relative strength play. From there, I drilled down into the levels, and I found that we had a level at 234.97, right? So my initial thought was, if I can buy that level, I could potentially get a good entry. And I want to see, are the options going to be super expensive or super spready, or what's the deal? Because sometimes with CRM, with names like this, the options are just way too spread out and you can't really do anything with it. But today opened up and we had an incredible 2-minute push down into the level. And as soon as we started to wick back up on here, I actually bought before we triggered. I bought as soon as we started to wick back up, like 2 minutes into the day. And I had an incredible fill at that 0.5, right? I think the low of the day on those contracts was 0.47. I got a great fill on Robinhood. Robinhood is getting better as a broker. But this trade also on the daily chart had a really special gap. And I want to show it to you on a fully blank chart. This is what is known as a gap over red. Now, technically speaking, we did not gap fully over the previous red bar, but we did gap close enough up to the upper end side of it. And when we had the level that we pulled back to, that it gave me enough confidence to be looking for longs. And if you know me, you know the pattern I was looking to trade here. This is a daily chart 1, 2, 3. This is like 1, 2, 3 patterns are my thing. If you've watched any of my content ever, you know that I love these. I have a guide. In fact, if you want that guide, we'll figure out a way to get you that guide. I've got a guide on this pattern. It's completely free. I think I've probably given it out to you 6 or 7 times by now. This is a pattern that I dream of. So to see it on a higher time frame and then on a smaller time frame to get a retest of the exact level that we were watching, and on an even smaller time frame, get a perfect shove and retest, I felt very comfortable taking this trade. And from there, it was literally just about targets, because all of these levels above you're seeing were valid. And I honestly closed most of the position at this 239.24 because I was like, that's the target. That's the target. This thing had more room to run. And if there's anything I would do differently today, it would be try to hold it better. Like, I made $35,000 off of a $10,000 position size. I could have made 100. I could have made 120 just by holding this trade a little bit better. Now, is that the right decision? That up in the air. And I think that for what I was going through as a trader, my focus was not, because I could have easily just been like, I'm trying to make back the loss. I want to make back my 55 grand. I want to make back my 55 grand. I want to make back my 55 grand. But that wasn't my focus. My focus was just trading well. And I think that I traded well today. And I think that I took advantage of the setup that was presented to me on the daily chart 1, 2, 3, which I love you all. This setup shouldn't surprise anybody when I break it down for you that was what I was looking to trade. All right. So with that being said, I love you all very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be back on YouTube more and more often. We've got the stream setup going now. I freaking love you. And I hope to see you all in New York, August 23rd.